Oh, heck yeah.
Folks, it is the
Heck
rare double feature.
yeah. Sometimes, sometimes, sometimes we'll have time for something.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Sometimes.
You know what? Let's do a backstory lore on this real quick. What is the longest you've ever spent in a movie theater?
Oh God. What's the longest I've spent? Oof. I don't know. Because I feel like I've never seen three movies in a day in the theater. I haven't. I think the most I've done is two.
Fair.
Uh, and one time I had to go from one theater to another because there was like an issue there.
Yeah.
And but that's about it, I will say. Because
I
I know you did the Dark Knight thing,
yeah, the Dark Knight
but
trilogy.
I don't know if that's your longest.
Goddamn, I'm not sure which is my longest. It's two. It's either the Dark Knight trilogy run, or there was one time where I saw three movies in the same day. I don't remember the first two. I just remember that the last one was the very first Transformers movie.
Okay. Oh wow, so you were like a kid.
I was in seventh grade. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how the fuck
Uh
I got away with that now in retrospect. Uh, I don't know how I managed to they managed to let them let a 13-year-old stay at the movies all day long, but I did it.
Dang, I would have loved to have done that as a kid. No, I did the first and the second Hunger Games. I saw them in theaters, like the same day. They did
Yeah.
like a screening where like I was gonna go see the second one, but they did a thing where like they showed the first one first, and you could see them both.
Yeah.
So I did that. I did the Barbenheimer on the same day. I saw Oppenheimer first, and then I saw Barbie like an hour later. I had food in the meanwhile.
Shit, that's like a 6-hour run because Oppenheimer and
Yeah.
Barbie are not short movies.
Yeah, that was like I think 7 hours because like I had like lunch break in the middle. Uh yeah, so that I did the last year I went to see Alien Romulus and then I had tickets to I was going to see Alien Romulus and then afterwards I was going to see Cuckoo
Uh-huh.
and but the Cuckoo screening was canceled because the screen was had like a cut. So they had to cancel all screenings in that
That
theater
theater.
specifically. So they told me like, hey, we can't score we can screen the movie like straight up. Like we cannot screen it. So here are some passes for like, to see whichever movie you want
In
for
the
the next
future.
month or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got them and I told my friends, I was like, look up which theater is showing Cuckoo right fucking now. So we drove to a different one. We used those tickets and we saw Cuckoo the same day. Um, but yeah, I believe that was it. I haven't done like a crazy like
Marathon.
screening for that. Yeah, marathon.
I just remember I really want to there was a time, I think it might have been back when we were in college together. They were
Yeah.
gonna do a run. Oh, it was 2012 when I saw this. They were gonna do a Harry Potter run of all eight movies in a 2-day span,
Oh
leading up to the
God.
final film, like on the premiere on the Friday. And
Yeah, no.
no, okay, this is pre-Turf J.K. Rowling.
I know, but I think even like that, I still would have been like, that's a lot. It's a lot of Potter all the time. And like
Man,
you can't even skip like the second one.
nope.
Like,
Well, no, you can skip it. Like you have the set times, like your seats are set, but you can walk out and come back whenever you want. But I was prepared, but I couldn't find
Mhm.
anyone to go with me to San Antonio to do it.
Okay. Dang, in San Antonio. Oh,
I would have done it, man. 2 straight days of being in a theater. And the thing is, though, they were smart. They had like an hour intermission in between each movie.
I think that. Oh God, how do you stretch?
Go get a
I don't
snack.
know.
Go walk around. Go shopping. Because
I
it was at
if
the
I was, yeah. Oh, at the court. Okay. I don't know if it was like a festival and it was like several different movies and like I haven't seen any of them. That would be I would do that, but not. I don't know. I don't think there's a single franchise that could make me like go and do that. I think that's very difficult for me.
I think it just depends on the franchise. But anyway, sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
so talking about movie
Yeah.
marathons. Uh,
Yeah, these by the way, fantastic back-to-back movies.
Also
Companion and Hard
fantastic
Eyes.
Valentine's Day movies, I would say both of them.
More Hard Eyes than Companion. Yes, I would say so. I would say they're for different audiences, but for the same day.
Definitely. So one is the Galentine's, the other one is the like, oh, this is for us, Valentine's.
Yeah. I
Well,
felt very strongly about this. Let's just jump into it, man. I have a lot to say
fuck it.
about this one.
Let's
All
go.
right. Thank you for welcoming us into your headphones. My name is Shema,
And I am Eddie.
reviewing Hard Eyes, and this is the rollback. No couple is safe when the Hard Eyes killer strikes Seattle. A pair of coworkers pulling overtime on Valentine's Day are mistaken for a couple by the elusive couple hunting killer. Now they must spend the most romantic night of the year running for their lives. So, this is the new movie directed by Josh Rubin, and you can tell that this was written by one Mr. Christopher Landon, who's just loving taking concepts from other movies and then just running with them. So that's really cool. Between Freaky and Happy Death Day and now this, I think is kind of carving its own genre, starring Olivia Holt, Mason Gooding, Jordana Brewster, Devon Sawa, and other colorful characters. We love a slasher. We love a sick and twisted rom-com. We love an original movie. So I think a movie that when I first saw it announced and like I saw the teasers and everything, I thought it was gonna be kind of like a cheaper dumping ground movie that is just, just made at the beginning of the
Green.
year. Yeah, just a very like random thing. I was very, very surprised by how much I enjoyed this.
I agree. This movie it was marketed as a slasher. It's not a slasher. It's a rom-com that has some slasher in it.
Yeah, it's got a lot in there. It's mainly a rom-com, and then it's got like a slasher around it. I don't think it's for everyone, but fuck, it is for me because that twist. First of all, having a new killer, always cool, always cool. I always like it when they have something new, something different, something original,
Hmm.
and I like that it has like a gimmick. It targets exclusively couples, exclusively on Valentine's Day, and the twist being a couple that's not a couple gets confused for a
Yeah.
couple. That's good. I'm sorry. That's really good. I cannot tell you an example of something else where they've done that. That's really good.
It's man, they play with the rules of it so much. And it's perfect. And I love the fact that like the killer, he's not new. Like in this universe, apparently, he's been on a like slaughterhouse for like what 3, 4 years. Like it's
Yeah.
not like oh, it's the new heart. Like no. Everyone knows who he is, and everyone is scared on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Also, there's no like deniers. There's no like no, it's a myth, like it's not real. Like, no, this is very much like a real thing. And I like that there's like, but where
Yeah.
will he strike next? It feels like,
It's an accepted part of
yeah.
of reality. It's almost like if we don't have do we have any great modern day serial kill okay, great's not the right word. Do you have any famous modern day serial killers?
Unless you count the clowns that somehow appeared out of the forest and just disappeared again. I don't think so.
No, we don't count the aliens. Um, but
Yeah, I
no,
don't know.
I like that.
I like that it has a lore, it has its own like existence there. Feels very 90s, very 2000s. Like it doesn't feel like a movie that was made right now. I feel like it's kind of safe from all the like Gen Z's like mentality of the
Logistical.
world. Yeah, I like that it feels very organic. It feels very real. And I'll say it, I like this couple. I like Olivia Holt and Mason Gooding. I like these two characters. They've both been in slashers before, She was in Totally Killer, and he's been in the last two Scream movies. So
Core
I
four.
like them. What?
Core four.
Yeah, he's part of the core four. He's there. I like these two. I think they had fun chemistry, and I specifically really liked him. Probably my favorite line of the movie is when they go like, "But he's jacked." And he goes like, "These muscles weren't made to cause violence. These muscles were made to cuddle." Like that
I forgot
was
about
probably the best part of the movie. Like I really like his whole presence in the movie. I thought he was great. And we're talking about in companion about like the nice guy aspect. This is the nice guy that guy should be. Like that's you
This is
know
the actual nice guy.
this is the actual nice guy. Yeah.
But
But I
no,
like this presence. Yeah.
so I know the part when you left me? No, I thought you left me. You ditched me. It's like, but you did like I love that with that trade-off. Like,
Yeah.
wow, really? You left him to die. We're not even a couple.
No, and the movie's full of references because like it could very easily be like a cliche thing, but no, it manages to like rise above it, and it actually has a couple of really good scenes that elevate the slasher genre. We have these two cops played by Jordana Brewster and Devon Sawa.
That's the Furious Ventures.
She's in Fast and Furious. She's a sister, right? She's Dom's
Yeah.
sister. Yeah, okay, that's where I
That threw
knew
me
her from.
off. That threw me off. I was like, why is Dom's sister a cop in Seattle right now? This makes no sense.
I feel yeah, because
Mine's
I was like,
white.
where have I seen her? I was like, oh yeah, yeah, that's the sister. They even make a joke about it. They go like, your names are Hobbs and Shaw, like the movie.
Oh my God, I forgot about that too. God damn, I didn't realize all the references in this movie.
Yeah, these writers, they've been doing this thing where like they kind of all they do is kind of reference other movies, but you know what? I like the movies that they're referencing, so it's like it doesn't feel, it's not annoying yet. It's
Mhm.
not annoying yet. I'll say that. For to me, it really works. Also, I like the design of the killer. Like I like the mask. That part when he turns on the lights in the glasses.
Yeah.
To me, that really worked. That was like that's some shit right there. That's so we can see. That's yeah, really like that.
Okay, and I know I'm getting ahead of myself here. Do you see a sequel in this one? Because I feel like they have opportunities.
I feel like if they do a sequel, it's gonna be like Scream, where like it's just a different killer every time. Because like they kill them, they kill them at the end. So
That's fair.
kind of what's the point? It captures a little bit of magic. I think I hope this movie has a long shelf life. People keep
Yeah,
discovering it. Because oh man, it feels a bit, I don't want to say disposable, but it feels very
disposable.
basic in a good way. I think it's basic in a good way. Like it could be baby's first slasher, and that's a perfectly good one to start with, you know?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Do it.
Baby's first slasher film.
Could
What?
be baby's first slasher, you know?
The
Oh yeah.
scene when they're in the fucking minivan. Not the minivan, it's a van. Um, and
Oh,
the
they're fucking
couple,
in the back.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I just remember Nikki being like, good for them.
I said the same thing.
Oh, but the ending was terrible for them though, with the tie iron.
That was really good. I don't think I've ever seen a tire iron being used uh like that in a movie.
I just remember also being frustrated though when he's in the camp because it's like, wait a second, one, it's a hunting ground, right? There's like 100 couples there. But also, guys, it's 100 to 1. I feel like y'all could jump him right now and take him. Like a few of y'all might get cut.
I mean, that
But
didn't work in Halloween Kills, so
yeah, because they were stupid and they stopped. They could have killed Michael Myers right then and there. But no, let me get in close with a fucking gun and try to put him down like a bunch of idiots. No, I'm sorry. No, they should have beaten Michael in Halloween Kills, but no, they're all one
do you want
putting
to?
some sort of. Gee, maybe we should pop him full of fucking lead and bash his goddamn skull and get the kill. I'm just saying.
But
I'm just saying. If I was in Halloween, I would have won.
I love
But
how Halloween Kills is like the shadow that keeps looming over us. Just do you want to hear something funny?
what?
We went to when I went to the Linkin Park show. It ended and we all kind of like, well, we're looking at the stage. We all turned and we started going through the exits, and
Yeah,
we're like a crowd.
yeah,
And I like to do this thing where like I start a chant whenever I'm in a crowd.
yeah.
So I did first I did Nadaremos, which you remember in Finding Nemo when they're all swimming like down
Just
to
keep
like
swimming. Just keep swimming.
yeah. So we're like just keep swimming, and like if you're drunk and high from a concert, you kind of like all follow up. So we went from that, and then my friend that I went with, he was like, "Long live plankton, long live plankton," and then I went, "Evil dies tonight, evil dies tonight,"
God
and
damn it! Did you get people chanting? Did the crowd start
I
chanting?
did, I did. That was fun. Yeah, I love concerts, but like the energy when you're leaving a concert is also good because like you can really like rally people up.
You
It's
can really
fun.
manipulate them into doing some horrendous shit.
Yeah, I convinced a random guy to go on a race at the end afterwards. Yeah, that was random.
All
Yeah,
right.
we were walking out, and it was me and two other coworkers, and like one of my coworkers, like her husband. So we were four, and we were walking, and she was telling us this thing that like she has this theory that like if you go to up to a random guy and you tell him like, "Hey, do you think you could win a race against that guy?" The guy immediately says yes, like yes, of course. And so I was talking about my other coworker about this, and a rando heard race and just ran up to me and be like, "Race? You want to race? You want to fucking race, man?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking race you. You, what's up?" So we're like, from here to that cop car, nothing bad could happen. So we had a race to that cop car, and
Damn
no, but
it.
I'm 30 and I was wearing like Converse. Like, of course I wasn't gonna win.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
you're probably bigger than him. Just shove him to the floor.
yeah, in front of a cop, yeah, that'll go well.
And then
So
one time I raced my dad, and we were halfway down the driveway, and he goes, "I win!" And he gets a cramp in his quad. Ask me if I stopped. No, I won, and then I went to go check on him.
so my
Adapt,
so
die, old
so
man.
so my coworker was right. Yeah. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, it's fun, like the hell, even the kills in this I think are really creative. The thing with the tire iron is good. The way that they kept teasing how they were gonna use that
Or-
metal straw. That was,
Oh
I think, also
yeah,
very smart. Because like the second that she like brings it up, I'm like, that's coming back. That's a Chekhov's gun. That's coming back. Uh,
completely right.
yeah. And that's really funny because like so a few years so like I think it was like a year ago or something, I
Mhm,
got a metal straw. Like I have a metal straw. Like I carry it with me wherever I go.
mhm.
Never fucking used it, but I have one. I don't know. I'm addicted to EDC. And
Just to play, hey man, go environment.
yeah. So I carry one and I remember showing it to Jess. I was like, "Hey, I got like a metal straw." And she's like, and I was like, "Why?" And she goes like, "Well, yeah, they're very like good for the environment and everything, but I've seen videos of like people that like have them and then they trip and then they get stabbed with them." And then I was like, "Okay, okay, okay, all right. Ooh, oof, oh." And then she goes like, "Yeah, so they make me nervous." I was like, "Oh, yeah, you are so right. You're so beautiful." So that's pretty much
Oh,
that's pretty much how we went. So the second I saw that metal straw in the movie, I was like, God damn, that's gonna come back.
oh my God, she's right.
Oh yeah.
Gonna just close this window. Don't need to go back there.
Yeah. Cover young Master Ollie's
He
eyes,
was looking
like
that way. Don't worry. Jesus. Um, but no. So hard eyes. So what did you? Okay, is it just me, or did this couple have a monster amount of chemistry together?
incredibly. And like, we love an enemies to lovers. We love a coworkers to enemies to lovers. And it has all the cliches, they meet at a coffee shop and then
She breaks his nose. I love that.
that was really good. That I didn't see coming. And then I like that like she leaves and then the friend just goes like she's getting fired today. Like,
God damn. Wait, can we talk about the opening real quick? How brutal it was and how the girl
oh
got
yeah, with the wedding.
in a wine thing.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I didn't know what that was. I thought she was like, oh, she's safe. Like she's in there. I was like,
me too.
no, they went through it. And then they showed it. They actually showed it. That was crazy.
Well, see, I thought they were gonna. I thought she was gonna get drowned, like in wine
Okay.
or something. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, it's a tub. It's probably gonna get filled with wine or something, and she's gonna drown in it or whatever. No, no, she got grinded into wine.
I like how it starts like you immediately put like the two most despicable, like bad, like people
We
just
wanted
like
them to die.
getting
Let's be real. We wanted.
yeah, it's like it's good, it's good shit. Like I like how they get a call like, hey, I didn't get it. And
God
then they
damn it.
get
Okay, we'll do it again.
yeah, they go through that. It's fun. It's a movie that is very much self-aware in a good way. I think there's been a lot of movies that being self-aware is kind of their selling point, and I don't think they nail it. I don't think they landed in the way that this movie really did. Um,
Yeah, they took.
like it kind of knows that it's a cliche, but it really has fun with it, and I like that these two keep finding themselves in like strange situations, like when they meet at the restaurant, and then they meet outside of the restaurant, and then they bump into the ex, and then they kiss, and they just keep like bumping heads in in this whole scenario. I thought it was really fun.
When this dumbass cuts his hand on the glass, I'm just like, ah, you idiot.
Yeah, that joke reminded me. They did the same joke in The Nice Guys, like when he
Oh yeah.
yeah, it really reminded me of that moment, which it's a good gag. Like if you can have someone like high pitched screaming while doing that, it's super funny. Um, yeah, that and when they like get separated because she ditched him. I thought that
Totally ditched me.
was
I can't believe you ditched him.
yeah, and I think that they have him in the car and they take him to the station and then they're questioning him and she kind of goes there to like see how he's doing and everything. And they have this moment where like she's talking to like the front desk and it's like, can you just see how he is and can you tell me? And she goes in, goes to Jordana Brewster and tells her like we have an HWW at the front. I was like, a
Oh,
what? Hysterical white woman.
yeah.
She
Love
wasn't
that.
even acting that hysterical. That was pretty funny. I'm gonna steal that.
I like that one. No, and then you know what? And I know we're jumping forward a little bit. I really like
Yeah.
the fact that when they initially find like the val like they killed him and they beat him and they're in the drive-in and they take off the mask. The link like the filmmaking and the editing really like stands out there because they linger on him long enough to be like, wait, are we supposed to know who this guy is? Wait, did I miss
Yeah.
something? Like I asked Nikki like, did I like was he in when I went to the restroom? She's like, no, I don't know who that is. I was like, fuck, because
Right.
I thought I missed something. But I heard other people in the crowd saying like whispering like, who the fuck's that guy?
Yeah.
And it was perfectly played. I also, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think I would have respected it if they had been like, no, that was the killer. Like, so you don't know
Okay.
who the bad guy is. I would have respected it a little bit.
It would have
But,
been ballsy, yeah.
but yeah, and then we find out that they were kind of a throuple, kind of like they were just using him.
Yeah. It's oof. It's yeah, and that's when you get like the scream aspect. That's where I thought like, okay, it's borrowing. This movie is good, but I think its biggest fault or its biggest problem is that it's a little derivative. But how easy can it be to tell a new story in this genre? Like, I do think we might be asking a lot from this movie by not asking it to be derivative. But what it is very fun. Like, I like the final encounter that takes place at was it St. Valentine's Church? That's also kind of smart. I like that they're fucking crazy like these two. And I do like that it ends with like her being stabbed by a sword. Um yeah, it's got a lot going on and I really respect by how ballsy it went and how it really balanced the slasher aspect with the rom-com aspect.
Yeah, that third act was not something I expected. I don't want to call it a reshoot, but it worked, I think. I liked it for the most part.
Yeah, and I don't know. I also I like the look. You know, I like how the killer look. I like how I like that he uses arrows and like little knives. Yeah, that's also something we haven't seen. And I don't think we've seen something like this. Like, have we seen a killer that like specifically like targets couples? I don't think that. I think that might be kind of new.
I want to say yes, but I can't think of it off the top of my head, but that sounds familiar. Um,
Because there was a movie like the My Bloody Valentine, but that just happens on Valentine's Day. You know, like that's
well,
not
like, and at one point they even say like he doesn't go after gay couples. There's speculation there.
okay.
I remember that part too.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. And I don't know, for a movie that came out at the beginning of the year that should have been not like nothing special, like even when I saw like the teaser and like I had only seen the poster, like it felt like it was gonna be like a run-of-the-mill thing. I only saw it because I figured, oh, it might do like a good double feature with Companion. I ended up liking this a lot more than Companion. And you know, for being kind of a throwaway flick, very fun thing. I see myself rewatching this. Like I did find it very fun.
I wonder if because it didn't break the bank. It certainly made back its budget.
Hmm.
Um, I
I think it's
want
doing well in the VOD department also.
it's done very well in the VOD department.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wonder if they would consider a sequel, and I want to pitch this. And I'm sorry, I always have to do this, but when I like a movie, sometimes I think of ways that they could have improved it. Um, with Hard Eyes, I would have liked it if they had been like, no, we're part of a cult, the cult of Saint Valentine. So like, it happened to be our turn to do the killings. And like, so you could justify like every few years putting out Hard Eyes, another one, with a different slasher that does a different method, uses the same costume, but like maybe he hunts certain couples or certain people, or it's a revenge story this time. But like each one is different. I don't know. I feel like there's something that could have been there, but for some reason they just chose not to.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Um, could be like it could be a movie that works. I haven't seen the other movie that this guy made. He made an adaptation of the video game Werewolves Within, and I've heard it's
Comedy?
really good. What's up?
The comedy?
Yeah, they made a movie about the game Werewolves Within.
I don't know about the game. I know the werewolf within,
Okay.
but yeah, no, this is a different thing. Let me see.
Okay, because I've heard really good things about that movie that he did. And then he went on to direct this. I think it's a good ploy. It's a good thing to have on there. I think here. But so far I will say did enjoy this. Did have fun with the twist on what it does, on taking a familiar concept and kind of doing a new one. I like how timeless the movie feels. At the beginning, I was a little exasperated because I just saw the characters holding their phones, and that's like a big ick for me. Like it really bothers me to just see a character that can be stayed with anything because they have a phone. So I feel like that gives it like a degree of difficultness.
Yeah.
But I like the movie. Really, really enjoyed the performances. I thought it was very funny. I do see myself rewatching this. I really want to see this with a group.
Yeah.
And
This is a perfect
yeah,
group movie to watch it with.
yeah. And if everything goes well, if I do like a Halloween thing, I would have it in the background. Like I would have it playing in the background. I think it's really, really does the thing. It doesn't have like the full atmosphere because it does take place on Valentine's Day, but you know what? We could use with a good Valentine's Day slasher film. I feel like that's a market that's not touched enough.
Although I also feel like this movie is accessible. It doesn't feel like, I think you said it just now, it's baby's first slasher. It doesn't feel like it's so grotesque and over the top that like, a 13-year-old couldn't watch this movie and be like, this is their first slasher film. You know.
Yeah, very
Obviously,
very accessible.
there's some parts you should cover the kids' eyes and like their ears, but like
Oh
for the
yeah,
most part, this is tame compared to like Terrifier, for example.
I'll be honest. I don't think anyone should watch Terrifier, but you know,
Man, it only gets more fucked up the longer you go. I will say
yeah.
this though, at least do you know about the first Terrifier and the big kill? Like the one with the girl?
Which one?
The one where he saws her in half from the top down or
Oh
from.
yeah. That one I did see. Yeah,
So the director was like, "No, I hear criticism that people interpreted that me being sexist. I kind of thought I was just going for the most grotesque kill that I
yeah.
could go for, but I hear what you're saying, so I'm going to rectify it." So speaking of rectum, in the third one, he does it again, but he does it to a guy this time. He's like, equal rights and equal lefts. All right, I did it to a woman, I got to do it to a guy, and he did it with a chainsaw. And you saw everything, Chema.
Oh my. I only saw the first one, so
I mean, it's the highest grossing non-rated film ever made. So, I mean, 85 mil, can't be wrong. Oh,
yeah.
he's gonna cap it though with part four. Like he's like, no, like I have a story in mind, four films, and then I'm done. Well, we're done with this like series.
Okay, well, ugh, we'll
I
hope
hope he's
so.
right. I hope he's right because there's not many directors that have that gumption of like sticking to their word.
Yeah. Tarantino. Yeah, we'll see how that ends up. And but yeah, final thoughts on Hard Eyes?
Hard Eyes. Great. It's a good movie. I wouldn't say call it great, but it's a relatively good movie. It's funny, has good action, has good slasher elements, good horror elements, good twists. I mean, for the most part, it is a really good movie. Oh my God, we didn't mention the decapitation.
Oh yeah, at
Dude,
the end.
That
That
was
was very well done. Yeah. That
the
was very well done. Like it was one of those things that like I didn't see if they were gonna push for it or if they were going to like, oh wait, stop, like let's cut at the right time. But no, they went for it. I like that.
I don't know who did the special effects for this film, but goddamn, y'all. Oh, early Oscar contenders as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, there was not a lot of CGI in this also. Like or if it is, it's very well hidden because I didn't like see really a problem. This was done by with $18 million and yeah, it's actually I felt like this was like a small movie, but no, it's like 18 million is pretty good. Paramount is distributing it. It's good. Can't believe I'm gonna say this, but it's good. It's made 31.7 million. I think it might have been dumped into VOD too fast, but
Well, the thing
okay,
is,
we'll
the
see.
week after this is when Captain America 4 came out. That's the thing. It was sent out to die. Like, let's be real.
Yeah,
Um,
sadly.
I think also we could have had more of Gigi's Bado,
That was
Ali's
Gigi's
friend
oh
Monica.
the friend. She was really good.
I feel like we could have had more of her.
She was never annoying. I like that.
She was, but like she feels like the best friend everyone needs. Like she takes her shopping. She's like, "Don't worry, we'll just use Victor's credit card. It's fine." And it's like, "No, better, better. There you go. Now you look hot." Like we all need a friend like that.
Yeah,
Like we
very much so.
needed more Monica. Remember at one point she tells her we can stay in Victor's safe room if you want. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
too.
man. Like we needed more of her. If they do a sequel, I want more of her in it. Or maybe like she's the one being hunted now or something.
Did you see the after credit scene?
There was an after credit scene?
Kind of. It's a mid-credit scene, I guess.
I didn't.
Uh
Okay, what
yeah,
happens?
so after they get like engaged and everything and we like turn to the fireworks, they get a call and it's the voice of the killer.
Mhm.
And but after a bit they go like Monica and then and she's there, she's just filming, she's got like popcorn and she's like, "Yeah, how do you know it was me, bitch?" Like, yeah. So she has like a last like final like laugh. You just check it out. It's good, yeah.
See what I
And
mean?
then
Like we need her. Hard Eyes 2, Hawaiian Wedding, something. I don't know.
something, yeah. Move it to a different location, like and I think it could work.
Hard Eyes 2, A Cabin in the Woods. What's the most romantic
Maybe.
thing you can think of? Cabin in the Woods, Hawaii, Hard Eyes, abroad, and then it's in France. I don't know.
Could be done. They could do like White Lotus, where they just change locations every season.
They could.
But maybe bring a different couple every time.
No, I agree. I think this is
Yeah.
this is a perfect anthology film series. Like could be.
Yeah, could be fun. And but yeah, hopefully, it lives on. Maybe this guy becomes a new Halloween costume, like if everything goes well. I wish it had a bigger impact, like really that. Uh and here's how you can tell that like, 'cause, like I compare this to In a Violent Nature from last year and how I didn't really like that movie. And it's like you can really only like get me if it's funny or like
Yeah.
if I like the characters. I appreciate the experimental aspect of that movie, but yeah, that's a reason why it didn't really connect with me, and this did. So hopefully, we see Hard Eyes become a bit of an icon there. Yeah, hopefully it gets remembered. Um, yeah. Anything else you want to add to this?
No. Folks, go support Hard Eyes. Go support original films.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah,
yeah,
just file
yeah.
your
Shout
taxes.
out Shout out to the movie having the balls to kill Devon Sawa, the other cop. Uh, do you know who that is?
No.
You remember the Eminem video for Stan?
Yeah,
That's him.
that's Dan.
That's Stan. Yeah,
I did not notice. Holy shit. Okay.
he was also the remember the movie Casper from the 90s?
Yeah.
He's human Casper, like at the end. Yeah, he grew up.
Homie, I did not know any of this.
Yeah, he's one of those actors that like has like you know. He's
Range.
been like no, I mean he keeps showing up and shit, you know.
Wow, that I'm genuinely surprised by that.
Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of the most that I can say about this. But yeah, Hard Eyes. I gave it 4 stars out of 5. Very enjoyable. Can't wait to see it again. The hell could even show up in my top 10 of the year. Who knows? Depends on how much mileage I get out of this one. Um, Probably the most fun that I've had with a movie this year, besides Mickey 17.
I'm gonna say 7 out of 10. Good movie. I don't think it'll make my top 10. I feel like there's other options in that
Yeah,
department, but it's
you
still
just
a
started
relatively good
also.
movie.
Yeah, let's go and stick with that, and then we'll see how it goes. All right, then I want to thank you all for joining us for this double feature here at the Rollback. My name was Chema,
I've been Eddie.
and yeah, join us next week for you know what? Just join us next week. It'll be a surprise. We'll see.
We'll
We'll
see.
see what we
Yeah,
end up doing.
it'll be a surprise to everyone involved.
Yeah, including us. All right, thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, have a watch out. And you know what? Celebrate inside. If we learn something from the pandemic, is that we could celebrate inside. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone.
All right.
All right, and then I'm gonna cut it
All
there.
right.